you get the opening message once the game starts. Asteroids are headed your way. You get the controls, W, A, and D to move, space to shoot, and the score to win. That is not hard-coded. You can add whatever score you want to. But as you can see, once you start moving, you're going to pick up a little bit of momentum, forward momentum, kind of like as though you were in space. Implementing this was definitely a challenge. I give credit to Steven there. But as you can see, once a laser comes in contact with an asteroid is going to go away, and you are going to get 10 points. I'm trying to get 100 here. Get those guys. Oh, see, I've careened into 2 asteroids there, and it took my health away. Every time you hit an asteroid, that's -1 health, and then if an asteroid hits the actual planet, it's game over. So you really got to focus on your positioning and your speed, angle, all that. And then you can check the console to view the captain's log, which is just a little recap of every time you've taken a hit or shot or hit an actual asteroid. And so I'm going to run this one more time to show you the win screen. Okay, we start out here, we leave the planet. As you can see, you can really spam the lasers. No need to save those. All right. Now the main way this game really operates is through functions that are on timers. So obviously there's a timer to control the asteroids, like when those spawn in, and then we also have a max number of asteroids that can be on the screen. I think it is 15. I don't think I know. But yeah, as you can see, we're drifting around here, protecting the planet, shooting the asteroids. Plenty of what's this stuff there. You can see we imported a couple graphics for the asteroids and for that of a planet. We kept the ship a triangle because it's the easiest to really position and aim. We couldn't really find it. As you can see, you win. The planet is safe. And again, you can check the captain's log.
Theme and gameplay overview. The theme of our project was based on an old Atari game, Asteroid, where you play as a ship and you have to defend yourself from obstacles. The gameplay consists of moving your ship around the area, protecting the planet in the middle of the screen from the oncoming asteroids. Your ship can accelerate forward, turn left or right, or shoot lasers out from the front. The game ends when a certain score is reached by destroying a certain number of asteroids. The code requirements, loops, and if statements is that our project relies on a couple key loops to run the game. The for loop within the function laser pool is in charge of creating every individual laser the player fires. Similarly, the for loop in the method move lasers is in charge of taking the laser turtle and sending it forward according to the ship's direction. Finally, within the move lasers, we have a for loop that checks if the laser collides with any asteroids in the list. Our project also features many if statements in charge of determining various outcomes. So things that are determined by if statements include checking for collisions between objects, checking the score and health to display wins or losses, and checking the position of the ship to teleport to the other side of the screen when it goes out of bounds.
Environment and file reading. The environment of our project is typical for TurtlePython graphics. We have multiple turtles running smoothly on the screen for the player to see. There are no noticeable errors when running the project, although its frame rate does run a little slow. For the file reading of the portion, we use GIFs that were created to be read by the project and used as shapes for the turtles to give it more of a retro art style. For event handling and animation, we have multiple event-driven components. The thrusters on the ship are activated by pressing the W key in order to propel the character forward. The collision with the asteroids and the planet in the center causes the player to lose, and the win screen happens when the player's score reaches the threshold. Our project is animated, not just a still image. We have lots of movement from the obstacles on screen, moving in an irregular pattern, and player movement as well as the lasers that are shot all feel connected to the player's input. For built-in functions and originality, we used a lot of built-in Python functions in our code in order to make it run the best and write it as simple as possible. This includes, but is not limited to, the global function allowing integral values to be read across multiple functions to keep the game connected. And we use the write function to easily display text to the player. Although we did base our game off of asteroids, we decided that it needed to have more of a clear goal for the player, which is to defend the planet, as well as the idea of looping the player around when you exit the bounds of the screen, allowing an easy but risky method of dodging obstacles.